We can all lie and say that we like the original Game Boy. But come on, it's fucking lying. This thing is a piece of shit today. I tried playing Mario, and it was actually Luigi. Because the fucking screen is green. Now I tried playing Mario Land on Game Boy Pocket, too. But now Mario's black. At least it'll run faster. There wasn't a really good way to play Mario portably until the devs decided to stop delaying the Game Boy Advance. They were really good at it. Game Boy Advance. Arguably the best Game Boy ever released. Game Boy Advance was released in 2001, and it's got one of the most solid libraries of games that any console could have, really. I mean, it's got shovelware. What console doesn't have shovelware except for, I don't know, the Virtual Boy? But just pop in and 2 AA batteries, which, hey, 2 AA batteries is pretty fucking good. I mean, the Virtual Boy took 6, the original Game Boy took 4. 2 is pretty good. Pop it in, turn it on. Oh, I still can't see what I'm playing. I mean, I'm not playing anything, but I still can't see it. So how do I know if I'm not playing anything? God damn, I love this new Mario game! Introduced with the Game Boy Advance is the Game Boy Advance cartridge, which is pretty good size. It's about half an original Game Boy cartridge. So, you know, it just slides in, and it doesn't stick out. Which, the bonus with the Game Boy Advance, just like the Game Boy Color, is it is backwards compatible. So you can play your Game Boy Advance games, but you could also play the bad games if you have no taste in video games. 2 years later, in 2003, Nintendo realized that people actually wanted to see their games that they bought, so they released the Game Boy Advance SP. Now with a frontlit screen. It did later come out with a backlit screen, but that was later on the AGS 101 models. It is the model number right there. It also had a rechargeable battery, and the exclusion of a headphone jack. It also introduced something that Nintendo really likes. The folding systems. It makes it smaller. It's actually a decent size. Something that I can't say about anything else. Down where my pockets are. However, it does kind of come at a cost that the size isn't... It's smaller, so it's a lot harder to handle. Kind of. Shut up. Whatever. There's even a special button in case you're playing Sonic. It turns the light off so you can't see the game. But it doesn't matter how cool a console is if the games suck. So let's play some games. One of the popular Mario lines that were on the Game Boy Advance was the Advance series. And they're all out of order. So Advance 1 is Mario 2 Remake, and Advance 4 is Mario 3 Remake. It's crazy, man. It's more like the All-Stars version, though. In case you care. Finally play this game portably. Now, this was an era when, you know, Pokemon games were still cool colored cartridges. I swear, they need to bring this back. You can trade Pokemon with other systems with the use of a link cable. So, you just kind of plug it into your system like so, and link them together. So overall, the Game Boy Advance is a really cool system, and it sucked that it was the last Game Boy because Nintendo decided to go with the dipshit. Except they didn't think that sounded good, so they abbreviated it to DS. But honestly, the Game Boy Advance is one of the best handhelds that exist. It has good games, you can take it anywhere, which means you can sit on it when you're doing things. What do I think of the Game Boy Advance? You need to get it. You need one. And it's still got a good fan base today. I mean, there's people modding these things. Typically the original model, but they're such a solid handheld, and they're good price. They're not overly expensive, unless you get the Game Boy Micro, but that one's a piece of shit. So overall, I heavily recommend this one. Highly recommend this one.